Hi everyone, this is Stephanie, home for the holidays. Aren't we all right now? I've been thinking about this theme of home for the holidays. Has extra special meaning this year during this pandemic, doesn't it? We're home for the holidays. There's no place like home for the holidays, and we are literally stuck at home, right? But what I've kind of been turning around in my head a little bit is the idea, the deeper meaning of being home for the holidays. What I mean by that is home, which is that deepest part of ourselves that sits inside us. Who knew that 2020 would end up the way that it has? Obviously, no brainer, right? But I think that there's just so much that people are dealing with right now. And for any of my friends and family that are watching this, you've all heard me say this, but I think everybody in the world has had the Band-Aid ripped off. You know, and whether that's a little paper cut that you put one of those little circular Band-Aids on. For some people, it's as drastic as a tourniquet. With things falling away, with ways of life changing, with relationships, routines, things that allow us to kind of drop anchor in the world and be people who hold space in the world. All of that's not only been pulled away, but it's been tossed up in the air. And we are all pioneering right now. We are all just trying to figure out what's next. And so when I think about home for the holidays, that's what I'm sitting with. It's literally, we are being forced to pause and sit at home. And when that happens a lot of times, it's incredibly uncomfortable. And I think the biggest thing right now for me, and it's a lot of people, is sadness. And I think about sadness as being the underneath of many things. You know, sometimes we have an angrier and impatient reaction because we're sadness. Sometimes we lash out because we are sadness. And I'm saying we are sadness because that's the space that we're inhabiting. You know, sometimes we say things we don't mean because we are sadness. So what I thought we would do is just a little tapping video to kind of just try to take the edge off the sadness. And I'm not going to do any explanation on the tapping points. You can tap along with this video. You can rewind it. But I'm just going to throw out some themes. You know, sadness means different things for different people. And we feel it different ways in our bodies, right? So I'm just going to do a few rounds on being home for the holidays and sitting with that sadness, which is very complex right now. So go ahead and follow along with me. And go ahead and start tapping on your side of hand point. And the only thing I'll say real quick is we're going to do the setup statement, which is where we state the problem and then an affirmation. We're going to do that 3 times. When we do the affirmation, it's not because we are trying to talk ourselves into, oh no, it's really okay. It's actually the opposite. We are acknowledging the way that we really feel. Because when we tap, what we're literally doing is we are sending a message of soothing to the body. So when we call up a stressful or upsetting event and we tap, we are letting the body know you're safe. And it actually gives us the chance to process through things and have them come up and out. We're not trying to wrestle them to the ground. We're giving them a chance to come up and out. So take a deep breath, and here we go. Even though I am home for the holidays, and I feel all this sadness right now, and I feel it in different places in my body at different times, I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. Even though when I think about being home for the holidays, I'm stuck. I'm just stuck here, home for the holidays, and I'm so sad. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. even though I'm so sad right now. I'm home for the holidays, and I'm home, meaning I'm sitting in the sadness inside myself right now. I deeply and completely accept myself and how I feel. The sadness I feel. Sometimes I wake up in the night and it's quiet and there aren't any other distractions and it comes over me like a wave. I have all this sadness about this year, 2020. It was supposed to be my year. Such a cool looking number, like, oh, it's gonna be 2020. That was a joke, huh? And I'm so sad about it. I'm so sad that I lost a loved one this year. I'm so sad because I have an empty chair. And this is not the way I wanted to experience loss on top of everything else that's going on in the world right now. I'm so sad because I lost my job. I'm so sad because there's not enough money. What do? I can't live on my credit card forever. I'm so sad. I'm so sad because everything that's happening in the world right now is crazy, especially close to home here in the US. There's so much going on and it just feels crazy to me and it makes me so sad because this is not what I'm used to. This sadness that I feel, sometimes it feels like a deep ache in my chest. Sometimes it feels like there's a heavy wool coat and it's a wet wool coat and it's just draped around my shoulders and I can't get out from underneath it. And I just can't get away from this sadness. And that makes me even more sad. I'm sad about the fact that I've gained weight during lockdown. My whole routine, everything I was doing to feel good has gone out the window. I'm drinking too much. I'm eating too much, but it's like, what else do I do? So many of the things I do for fun have been taken away and I'm sad. I'm sad that this has happened and that makes me even more sad, which makes me want to eat and drink more. I'm sad because I can't see my family right now. I can't see my parents. I can't see my grandkids. Can't see my siblings. I can't see my really good friends. I'm so sad. I'm so sad because I have little kids and they're so excited for the holidays and I don't want to let them know how sad I am. And I feel all this pressure to make things special for them. And sometimes I feel so sad, I just don't have the energy. I really worry about my kids who are in school. They're missing holiday parties, they're missing their friends, they're missing sports. They might not be getting what they need to be getting from school, and I can only do so much, and I'm so sad. I'm sad not knowing what the future holds for them. I'm sad thinking about the condition of the world right now for my loved ones. I'm sad because I have a lot of pain. I have a lot of physical pain right now. And I'm so saddened by things in the world that sometimes it just makes this pain hurt even worse. I'm sad because I'm sick right now. I'm sad because I have COVID, or I'm sad because some other random illness has reared up and overtaken me, and I'm sad because I just feel so alone with this, and I can't get away from it. It just seems like there's sadness everywhere, and it's different things for different people, but they're not me. And sometimes when I try to make myself feel grateful for what I have, I just can't pull it off. And that makes me feel even worse about being sad. All this sadness makes me feel like I am held down. It makes me feel like Oh, I've been dropped in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of the night. It's dark, and I'm in this big expanse of water, all this emotion. I just want to reach out and grab the side of something to steady myself. I want to be able to put my feet down on the ground. And there's no edge. There's no bottom. It's just me in this big sea of sadness. All this sadness that I feel right now. All this sadness coursing through my body, making me feel achy, making me feel like I have a knife stabbing my shoulders, making my heart race, making my stomach hurt, making me feel aches and pains in places I didn't know I had. I'm so sad right now. And I just want to not feel so sad. All this sadness in the world, all the sadness in my family, all the sadness that I see around me. I want 2021 to be a better year, and I just need a break from all of this sadness, this sadness, this sadness. Okay, take a deep breath in and just blow it out. And I want you to place your hands on your heart right now, okay? And without thinking about it too much, I want you to think about something that gives you comfort. It could be a blanket, a person, maybe it's a childhood object, something. Just take a moment and just think about it. Don't overthink it, but just whatever pops into your head. It doesn't matter, it's very personal. With your hands on your heart, I want you to close your eyes and just breathe. I want you to imagine that you're taking this comfort. It could be the word comfort. It could be a teddy bear. It could be anything. I want you to imagine that this sadness that you feel is this little person inside you. And that you take this comfort object and you give it to this little person, no judgment. And you just say, there, sweetie. It's okay that you feel sad. I know this is really, really hard for you. And you may not have as much to be sad about as other people, but your sadness is your sadness. You have every right to feel it. Because each of us is a unique creation, and we're part of the collective, and we're all in this together. So take a deep breath in, your hands on your heart. Hold it for the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then blow it out with a big sigh. Blowing out that sadness. So anyway, home for the holidays we are, and somehow, some way, we'll get through it, but I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you. And I was feeling sad today because I thought, I really want to be making videos, and I've been so busy with my life that I haven't been able to. So thank you for being present for this, because I feel less sad because I got to do this. So happy holidays. If you can, feel happy about it, but feel free to use this video, rewind it, use your own words, but know that you're not alone. And if you are feeling deeply and profoundly sad, please speak up. Please reach out for a friend. You don't have to be alone right now, okay? I'm sending tons of love, and I hope to see you soon.